we're getting back to a familiar routine, I suppose. I know that we've had a really great familiar routine over the holiday break and everything like that, but I want to get us back in the right mindset before we start going back to class again and going back to work again and stuff like that. So let's keep in mind that this week, our mindset is focused on creating a space for ourselves where we feel no need to judge ourselves, okay? We feel no need to expect too much of ourselves. No expectation, no judgments, no need to change anything, all right? We're just coming into a space where we can prepare ourselves for a little bit of change without, forcing. Okay, so with that in mind, let's start in our mountain pose, and let's, like last time, take a few moments here just to root in, okay? Set the feet strong beneath you. Rock the body weight forward, rock the body weight back. Really settle in and get familiar with what it feels like to rest the weight of the body into the soles of the feet, into the mat, and into the ground beneath you. Okay, spread the toes out. Get familiar with what it feels like just to claim your space today. Soften the knees a little bit beneath you. Stand the spine up tall. Really try to lengthen the spine like you're lifting the chest to the sky. Roll the shoulders down and back. Open up that heart space. Hold strong in the belly. If you can, feel those muscles kind of come together. Hold strong. Lift the chest. And relax the face. Relax the eyes. Relax the jaw. And just breathe for a few moments. No need to create expectations for ourselves. No need to create change. No need to judge ourselves for where we are today. Claiming the space that we need without the desire for change. All right. Let's see if we can start to flow with the breath. So we're going to move slow and steady as we breathe. So when we inhale, swing the palms up tall overhead, lifting the spine, lifting the heart. When we exhale, we'll sit down into a chair. So we'll soften the knees, but we'll push the hips back. Take a breath. Exhale, fold to the ground. Hang the head heavy. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, tall spine, rise to mountain. Take a breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, find your chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain. Take a breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain. Take a breath. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Exhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Awesome, you guys. All right, roll the shoulders back, claim your mountain. Let's create a different flow, okay? Let's inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, shift to your right, lift the left knee, hold. Exhale, step back. Warrior 1. Send the heart forward on the exhale. And rise to warrior 3. Okay, I know that's a lot to remember, so I'll give us some more cues. If the toe is turning out, instead point the toe down to the earth, level hips. Exhale, find mountain. Balance to rise forward, plant the foot, drop the hands. I know that's a weird one. Bear with me, I'll keep the cues going, okay? Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale to your left side. Inhale, lift the right knee, stork. Exhale, long step, warrior one. Exhale, send the heart forward. Exhale, kick off the ground, warrior three. Toes straight down, hips level. Take a breath. And then hinge from the hip up to mountain. Drop the hands. Okay, take a cycle of breath. I know, here we go. I'm gonna keep the cues going. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, right leg. Inhale, lift the left knee. Exhale, step back, warrior one. Exhale, send the heart forward. Exhale, kick off, warrior three. Toe down, hip level. Exhale, release. Oh, exhale, swing forward for mountain. You got me. All right, drop the hands. Take a breath. Okay. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, left leg. Inhale, right knee rises. Exhale, warrior one. Exhale, take a bow. Exhale, warrior three. Exhale, hinge from the hip to mountain. Shake it out. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, right side. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, warrior one. Exhale, bow. Exhale, warrior three. Exhale, hinge from the hip to mountain. One more time on each side. Shake it out. Take a breath. Okay. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, left leg. Inhale, stork. Exhale, warrior one. Exhale, bow. Exhale, warrior three. Woo. Don't be afraid to step out of the posture and step back in. Hinge at the hip to rise. Plant the foot, shake it out. Last time. Okay, inhale, hands to heart center. Shift to your right, stork. Warrior one. Bow. Warrior three. Okay, hinge from that hip, lifting the spine. Mountain. Shake it out. Okay. Okay, let's take a regular sun salutation to get down to the mat. So we'll inhale, lift the hands up tall. Exhale, take a bow, avoiding furniture. On your way. Okay, half lift. Exhale, release. All right, walk both feet back. Find a down dog. Remember, hips lift to the sky. Push the heart back to the knees. And you can keep those knees soft today if you need to. Or you can try to strengthen them. Hang in there with me. Push the heart back. Spread the fingertips out wide. All right, when you're ready, drop the knees to the ground. Woo! Untuck the toes behind you. Reset the hands beneath the shoulders if you need to. And remember, when we're in tabletop, we try not to lock out the elbows. So soften the elbows a little bit. Level the spine even with the ground. Okay, let's start with cat and cow. Inhale, drop the belly and look forward. Exhale, lift the belly to the sky and look back. And let's round, and then inhale, drop the belly, look forward, cow pose. Exhale, round the spine and look back, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Keep on moving with that cycle. Let the breath cause the movement. We inhale and we expand, we exhale and we contract. All right, come back to a neutral spine. Now we're gonna try doing some crunches here. We're gonna try and build some fire, some energy in the body. So Let's extend the right leg long behind us, point the toe down to the earth like our warrior three. Okay, see if you can walk the left hand forward, maybe even lift it up, thumb to the sky, level with the shoulder. Okay, when we exhale, point the toe, elbow to the knee, crunch, inhale, expand, reach with the heel and the thumb. Exhale, crunch, inhale, expand. Let's do this 3 more times. Exhale. Awesome. Let's plant the hand to the ground and then tuck the toe under and meet the mat with that toe way out long behind us. Let's push the heart and hips back for a simple runner's lunge. Okay. And we're going to add a little, not a twist to it, but something a little different here. Come back to neutral over the hips and over the shoulders, and let's take that right toe across the mat to our left side. So we're going to cross our left leg as much or as little as you're comfortable with, okay? Crisscross, it's going to be kind of like a little bit of a curtsy here. And then push the hips back towards the heel. And then push that right hip to the right side of the mat. So we're pushing back and pushing to the right side. So we're kind of crunching on our left side, bringing our left shoulder and our left hip closer together. Ooh, long stretch across the abdominals here. Okay, come back to neutral with the toe and then drop the knee. All right, if you need to move back, let's press the hips down on top of the heels for a moment into our hero's pose. Shake out the wrists a little bit. In fact, we'll inhale, sweep the hands tall. Let the palms meet over the midline of the body. Lace the fingers. Turn the heel of the palm to the sky. Lean a little bit left. Lean a little bit right. And then let's bring the heel of the palm down to shoulder height in front of us. And let's round the spine here. So we're going to push the heel of the palm forward. Roll the belly back. And then it's kind of like our cat back. And then we'll come into a cow belly. So we're going to push the belly button forward. We're going to pull the shoulders back. And then drop the hands behind our toes, if you can, comfortably. So it's like we're really pushing the belly forward, just like our cow pose. And then come back to a neutral spine. Come back to our tabletop. Okay, rock out the wrists again. Soften the elbows. All right, let's try everything on the opposite side. Let's extend the left leg back, flatten the heel. Walk the right palm forward, thumb to the sky if you can. Hover. Okay, hover, spinal balance. We're going to try 5 crunches here. So we're going to exhale and inhale. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, expand. Awesome. Hold, hover for a moment. Drop the hand beneath the shoulder. We'll start neutral with the hip, dropping the toe to the ground first. Push the heart and hips back for our usual runner's lunge. Okay, we're familiar with this one. This one makes sense to us. Awesome. Come to neutral with the shoulders and hips again. And let's do that curtsy. So let's send that left heel across the mat to our right side or beyond. It's up to you. I encourage you to start small, just crossing over the right leg first. And then if you want to cross further, you can. Sorry, I keep catching myself with strong elbows. Relax the elbows a little bit. Okay, first we push back into the heel. And then we can roll the hip out to our left side. So it's like we're crunching on our right side now, bringing the right shoulder closer to the right hip. And if it helps, you can look back towards that toe behind you. Okay, to kind of help you visualize what it feels like to crunch on one side and expand to the left side. Awesome. Come back to neutral with the toe, the hips, drop the knee, sit back on the heels for hero's pose. Build up the spine, shake out the wrists if you need to. Okay, when you're ready, come forward into tabletop, tuck the toes under, push the hips up and back. Remember, exhale as we lift the hips away from the body and push the heart towards the knees. Pedal out one knee at a time. Ooh, hold here. I know that's challenging for the breath and that's challenging for the shoulders. Keep the body weight further back into the legs rather than resting too much weight into the wrists. Okay? When you're ready, look forward to the thumbs. Walk forward for forward fold. Rise up for a half lift. Exhale, hang heavy. Drop the crown of the head, cross the arms maybe. Shake the head yes. Shake the head no. And then when you settle, back to neutral with the neck, sway a little bit side to side. Try not to do both at the same time. We're not trying to get dizzy or disoriented here, okay? We're just trying to loosen up that low back space if we can. And then we'll drop the hands heavy. Let's go ahead and step the left leg long behind us and then take our time turning both sets of toes, the hips and the heart, to the long side of our mat. And then we'll keep the palms strong beneath our shoulders at first. And we'll try to soften the elbows like we're taking a bow. If it helps, you can soften the knees to drop the heart a little heavier. Okay, but wherever the big toes are facing, that's where the knees are facing. So if you find yourself already turning the knees out towards the side of the room, turn them back in line with the toes. Okay, wide stance, forward fold. All right, let's get some strong postures here. Let's rise up to standing. Whew, in this wide stance. Okay, here we are, challenging ourselves again. That's the point. Okay, from this wide stance, let's point the toes a little further out than the heels. So we kind of have what we call a sumo stance in the feet. The heels are a little bit closer in, toes are a little bit further out. Now remember, where the big toes point is where the knees are going to face. So now we can take a squat here in this wide stance. If we take our exhale, we'll soften into the knees and we're going to actively, consciously point the knees in the same direction as the big toes. Now our challenge when we squat down here is that the knees and toes are trying to roll out, okay? Trying to roll the hip out. Okay, that's where our squat's gonna be. And then we're gonna bring the hands to goalpost arms beside us or squeeze them into the rib cage. Either way, but it's gonna be strong shoulders. Okay, so we're gonna rise up, long legs, long arms. Exhale, find your squat. Either goalpost arms or bring them in. Okay, inhale, extend, reach. Exhale, squat. Wherever you feel with the elbows. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do this 2 more times. Strong legs. Inhale. And exhale. Hold on this last one. Hold with me, okay? Try to sit down lower. Try to roll those knees open. Breathe with me. Keep on breathing. Okay, let's drop the hands towards the ground. Push the hips tall to the sky. Point the toes to face the long edge of the mat again. Soften the knees, soften the elbows, drop the top of the head heavy. Maybe send the hands back to line them up with the heels. Shake the head yes. Shake the head no. All right, let's go ahead and walk our way to the top of the mat again. Take your time, turning toes one at a time. Okay, drop the back knee, untuck the back toe. We've got our low lunge here, so hopefully taking some pressure off of the legs for a moment. Let's leave the left palm in the mat and sweep the right palm to the sky. Great expansion across the chest. Awesome. Okay, when we exhale, both palms come down to the ground. Let's go ahead and bring the right palm inside of the right foot, so the right foot heel toes out to the edge of the mat. We've got that same lizard pose. So if we want to move deeper into lizard, we can soften the elbows like we're doing a push-up. Keep the spine long as you do so. Oh, I'm not so great at that. Okay, but rise back up. Let's go ahead and set that right knee beside the left knee. Okay, in our tabletop, we soften the elbows, we level the spine, balance it, level it with the floor. Okay, now we're gonna move into our lizard on the left side. So we're gonna reverse what we did earlier. Let's step the left foot around. Take your time. Doesn't matter how many steps you need to take, but we're gonna try and get the left knee safe over the left ankle. And we're gonna try and get an angle in that right thigh so that we're stretching the quads in the front of the thigh. So we're gonna try and angle that knee back a little bit for lizard. Okay, we're gonna see if we can do a little bit of a push-up, maybe, challenging the upper body. And then rising back up to neutral. Soft elbows still. Okay, from our lizard, let's bring the left foot inside the left hand. Okay, and we'll take our twist. So right hand is on the mat. Inhale, sweep the left palm overhead. Hold for a moment. Breath. Find expansion across the chest. Awesome. Let's unwind back to neutral. And let's make our way to our downward facing dog. So we'll tuck the back toe under, lift the back knee, left foot meets the right, push the hips to the sky, push the heart to the knees. Maybe they're still soft today. Maybe we're trying to get them a little stronger. But remember, we're trying not to rest all of our weight in our hands. We are pushing back, but I want you to also find strength in the legs here. Carry the body weight back to the feet. Okay. Look forward to your hands. Walk up to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hang heavy. And again, we'll go for our ragdoll posture. So we'll cross the arms. Shake the head yes. Shake the head no. And then we'll sway a little bit side to side. We're not trying to get dizzy. Not on purpose. And if you are, take a break, hold still, maybe even sit down on the mat for a moment. Okay, don't be ashamed to do your own thing for a while if you want. Okay, drop the hands to the mat, rise up for our half lift, hang heavy again. Okay, and then let's climb to mountain, straight spine all the way. I know some people like to cue to roll the spine up. I have a spinal fusion, so that doesn't work, for me at least. And I prefer to take care of the spine a little extra cautiously in my practice, so I never cue to roll. I always, roll up from a fold. I always cue straight spine all the way down to up. Anyway, side note, okay. When we get back to our mountain, let me rotate to face the camera. When we get back to our mountain, again, we'll settle the feet strong beneath us. We'll snap, crackle, and pop a little bit if we need to. No worries, it just means you're alive, okay? Awesome. Settle the feet strong. Soften the knees a little bit. Build the spine up tall. Yes. Okay, that's our mountain. Heart space is open, hands are shining forward. Okay. When you're ready, we're going to roll through the shoulders a little bit here. Before we do anything more expansive, let's inhale to push the shoulders forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Make it as gnarly as you need it to look. Exaggerate as much as you feel like you need to, but push forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Inhale. All right, neutral. Find neutral. Okay, with our inhale, we're going to sweep our right hand way out wide and tall. We're going to drop our left hand to our left thigh and let the right hand cross the midline of the body a little bit. So we're expanding on the right side. Soften that right knee if you need to so that we can feel the hip dropping and the shoulder lifting. Okay, come back to neutral. Same thing on the opposite side. Inhale, left palm wide and tall. Lean across the midline of the body, slow as the right hand meets the right thigh. Option to soften the left knee so we feel the left hip lowering and the left shoulder rising. And we're not dumping down on our side. We're expanding the chest and the spine. Reach with the breath. Come back to neutral when you're ready. Shake it out. Awesome. Now that we're back in our mountain pose, let's go ahead and have hands free to our sides. We're going to kind of swing back and forth into a flow again. So I'm going to rotate on my mat. When we exhale, shift the body weight to your left leg. Inhale, right knee rises, stork. Exhale, point the toe. Swing the knee in line with our standing knee and reach back with the right hand. This is where we're going to hold for a moment. So maybe we're just reaching today, but we're lining up those knees. Maybe we're catching the foot today. Okay, this is where we're going to hold. 2 more breaths. Try to hold the core strong if you can while you're here. And then we're moving back into stork pose, so we release the foot. Inhale, swing the knee forward, flat foot. And find mountain as you exhale. Shake it out. Okay, so it's a slow flow. But we'll exhale, shift onto our right leg. Inhale, left knee rises, stork. Exhale, swing for the quadricep stretch. Whether we reach the foot or not, we hold strong in the core. We level the hips, level the shoulders, level the knees. And we're going to take 3 more great breaths here. Okay, we're going to swing back into stork, release the foot, inhale, knee comes forward, flat foot. Find mountain, shake it out. Okay. Exhale, shift to your left leg. Inhale, right knee rises, stork. Exhale, quad stretch. 4 breaths. Complete inhale, complete exhale. Strong core, shoulders, level hips. Okay, moving for stork on the inhale. Balance to mountain. 1 more time. Exhale to the right side. Inhale, stork. Exhale, move for that quad stretch. Level hips, level shoulders, level knees. Three more slow breaths. Last time, moving for stork. And mountain. Awesome. Okay, let's make our way down to the mat again. So we're going to do 1 sun salutation. Sweep the hands wide and tall. Lift the heart, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hang heavy. Okay, let's step back with both feet, downward facing dog. Exhale, push the hips up, push the heart back. Pedal if you need to. Awesome. Let's go ahead and drop the knees to the mat. Untuck the toes and fold all the way back for child's pose. So drop the hips to the heels, drop the heart to the knees, drop the forehead to the ground if you're comfortable doing so. Try to keep the elbows lifted and the hands reaching, reaching, reaching for a moment. And we're going to try and get the same chest expansion that we've been working on, or side expansion, I should say. All we're going to do is exhale and walk both hands to our left side of the mat. Stack the right hand on top of the left if you can, then drop the forehead heavy. Arms are still long and reaching. With our next exhale, walk all the way across the mat to our right side. Try to stack the left hand on top of the right when you get there. Again, forehead heavy, heart heavy, hips heavy. Awesome. Big expansion in the side body. Okay. Let's come back to our neutral place. Let's rise up to tabletop. And then let's move into a seated posture. So we're going to swing the feet around, Drop the hips to the mat. All right, so drop the feet to the mat. Knees are standing before us. We're gonna try a core challenge here. So let's move for our boat pose. So for boat, we've got lots of options here. We're gonna keep the spine tall no matter what we do, but we can lean the heart back. We can either set the hands at the mat behind us, soft elbows, fingers forward. We can balance beside our knees, or we can stabilize our knees, okay? But that's where the boat is. Strong core because the heart is lifted and tilted back. Hands wherever you need them, support or balance. And then we're gonna inhale and lift the heels. Try to find where you feel strong here. I know we haven't done a lot of movement in a while, okay? No judgment, no expectation, no need to change anything if it feels right for today. You can keep the heels low. You could try to lift them. You'd even point them to the sky if you wanted. You know, breathe where you're at. No judgment, no expectation, no need for change. Shoulders away from the ears, straight spine if we can. 2 more cycles of breath. All right. When you feel ready, let's drop the heels to the ground. Let's build the spine up. Let's point the knees to opposite sides of the room, bringing the soles of the feet flat together. We've got butterfly pose. Really good for the inner hip, inner thigh. Okay, so we anchor the hips down strong beneath us. We build up the spine tall. Okay, with that tall spine, we're gonna hinge forward from the hips. So we'll keep the spine tall. We're just gonna push the heart towards the front of the room. Keep the gaze lifted towards the top of the wall before you. Okay, too often we find the urge to dump into our shoulders and around our back and try to get so close to those heels. That's not the point here. Keep the shoulders away from the ears, long neck. Keep the gaze upward so it feels like we're pushing rather than dumping. Okay. 2 more breaths. Long spine. Okay, let's build up the spine nice and tall and proud. Let's stand those knees to the sky. Let's extend the right leg long before us. Foot flat. Sorry if there's still sock fuzzy on my foot. Toes to the sky. We're going to step the left ankle across the right knee. I'm going to take the right hand to the outside of the left knee and then sweep the left hand around behind the hip and look back beyond that left shoulder. Okay, resist the urge to crunch up and pull. Instead of pulling and tugging, roll those shoulders down and lead with the face. Where the eyes go, the head will follow. Where the head goes, the shoulders will try to follow. Breathe with what you've got. Excellent. Let's unwind to neutral. Let's exchange the legs. So we'll extend the left leg long, bend the right knee, point the left toe to the sky, step the right across the left. Left hand to the right knee, right hand all the way around, okay? We create chest expansion here by relaxing the shoulders away from the ears, okay? And we lead the twist with our eyes. Where the eyes go, the head will follow. Where the head goes, the shoulders will follow. No need to yank and pull. We are simply breathing. Okay. When you feel ready, let's unwind into neutral. Let's set the feet in whatever space feels right for us today. Sorry, I got like hair all over my face today. Ugh. Okay. Any balanced seated posture you like. If it's crisscross or happy pose, if it's back to butterfly for you, or if it's legs out long, all up to you, okay? Root the hips down strong. Stack the spine up tall. Relax the shoulders. Relax the face. the eyes, the jaw. Okay. Now we're going to take a few moments here to practice what I have been taught is called the 3 parts breath. So don't worry, I'll go through it step by step with you. But let's first come to attune ourselves with our natural breath. No changes necessary. Just inhale and exhale as it feels right for you here. Relax the eyes and the jaw and just breathe. Sorry. Okay. Noticing the flow of breath, if it is through our nose or through our mouth. We're going to set our gaze on a spot in front of us that is not moving. And then try to mentally follow as the air flows in through the nose or mouth, down through the nasal passages, through the throat. We feel an expansion in the chest. And then as we exhale, we feel that contract and that air flow back from where it came. Okay, just notice. Watch the flow in and out. Notice the way that the body reacts and feels as it changes the breath. So we expand and contract. Every part of the body has some sort of response. With our eyes set on that unmoving spot before us, this is where we'll begin our 3 parts breath. Let's take both hands and basket weave the fingers together, just kind of the very ends of the fingers, let's say, just the fingertips. Let's take that crisscross pattern in the fingertips and try to line it up right over our belly button and just gently press the hands into the belly here. Shoulders are going to hang heavy, elbows are going to hang heavy, but fingertips are going to press to the belly button. Now this is where we're going to change the breath with intention. So when we inhale, I want you to imagine what it feels like to blow up a balloon, blow up a balloon. But imagine that the belly button, the basket underneath our hands in our belly space, is that balloon. So we're going to inhale and try to push that breath all the way to the belly button, okay? And then we'll exhale and deflate that balloon. Inhale, press the breath to the fingertips. Exhale, release. Inhale and exhale all the way down there to the belly. Notice the body's response to this forced breath. Okay, we feel the hands expanding forward and contracting back. Now I challenge you to walk those hands and those fingertips up to the very last rib that you can find in the rib cage. You can separate the fingertips here. Okay, shoulders and elbows remain heavy, but fingertips press into that lowest rib gently. Okay, same thing. We're going to fill that balloon between our hands at the end of our rib cage where our diaphragm rests. Inhale to bring that breath down to the belly. Exhale to release. Inhale and exhale. All right. Notice the body's response to this breath. At the belly, we felt forward and backward movement. At the bottom of our rib cage, we kind of feel an outward and inward movement. Notice this. Now finally, take the hands to rest on top of the chest wherever you like. You can crisscross the fingers again if you like. You can just let them rest heavy on either side of the chest plate. Okay. Elbows and shoulders are still heavy. Hands and fingertips spread wide across the chest. And I want you to feel the expansion of the greatest inhale that you can make and the contraction of the deepest exhale that you can make. But now we don't have to focus on the belly anymore. Notice what the body's response is, trying to fill the hands with air, as if there were a balloon right here in our chest. Our first breath, we felt forward and back movement. Our second breath, we felt outward and inward movement. And here at the chest, we feel lifting and falling. Now finally, let's let the hands rest wherever we like, to our knees, to our sides, across the lap. Let's keep our eyes focused on that one unmoving spot, or soften and close the eyes completely. Now the challenge of the 3 parts breath practice is to bring our awareness to the great range of motion, of change possible in the body, in the breath, and in the center of our being, our core and our chest cavity. Now, if you found that the belly breath was the most comforting or soothing for you, I want to challenge you to go back to that belly breath. Forward and back. Deep belly breath. Center right behind that belly button. If you liked watching the rib cage expand and contract, you can try that belly breath and just focus on the rib cage. And if you found the rising and falling of the chest to be most comforting for you, go back to that breath. This is going to be the focus of our final relaxation here today. And I would now like to expand on your final relaxation. You can either remain in your seated posture, focusing belly breath, or ribcage breath, however you want to call it for yourself. Or you can recline on the mat, doing the same thing, belly breath, chest breath. This is your final relaxation in your comfortable space, seated or reclined. Wherever we choose to be, wherever we choose to rest, we continue to focus on our breath, expanding, and contracting, rising and falling. And keeping in mind our intention for today, to move, to breathe, to just be where we are without judgment, without expectation, and without the need to change anything at all. Just be where you are. Be where you find comfort. And if you need more time in final relaxation, please take that time. Otherwise, when you feel ready, you can begin to move a little bit at a time. Create expansion all throughout the body. If it's arms, legs, if you need a twist, if you need a chest expansion, bear hug, if you need to roll side to side, rock the head left and right, move slow, move with intention and focus, and then find your way to your final seat, any seat that you like. And it's at this time, at the end of our practice, that I'd like to thank you for choosing to share your time, your intention, and your practice with me today. And again, it is the light within me that honors and bows to the light within you. Namaste.